A fierce Republican critic of former U.S. President Donald Trump has lost a primary election in the state of Wyoming. Representative Liz Cheney was defeated by a relative political newcomer, Trump-backed candidate Harriet Hageman, marking a significant victory for the former president. Nick Harper joins us live from Washington, D.C. Nick, given that Ms. Cheney's strategy, broadly speaking, was to rally support within the Republican Party to turn on the former president, what does her defeat mean, or what does it say about what's happening in the Republican Party?
Yeah, very simply put, that strategy didn't work. It suggests that the Republican Party has now been pushed even further into the embrace of Donald Trump. It makes it the party of revenge, showing very evidently that voters will reject any politician that stands up to the former president. Liz Cheney now becomes the fourth Republican who voted to impeach Donald Trump, the second time round, who have lost their seat in the primary elections and will not be running again for election in November. Now, Liz Cheney has very clearly made herself that foil to Donald Trump, making it clear in her arguments running in Wyoming, but also here in Washington, that she feels Donald Trump is unfit to hold office again, as well as voting to impeach him a year and a half ago. She's also co-chairing the January 6th committee, which is looking into Trump's alleged culpability around the January 6th riots, where we saw rioters and Trump supporters storming the US Capitol. It also removes that centrist voice in the party, pushing the party even more towards Donald Trump. There have been questions as to whether Trump's power on the party has been waning since he lost the 2020 election. He's been there in the background. But I think this again shows that the candidates that he backs and the candidates that he rejects end up winning and respectively losing their primary elections. I think it's fair to note, though, also that Wyoming is one of the most Republican states out there. It's the state that Donald Trump won by the largest margin in 2020. But very clearly, Republican voters in that state do not want anyone who stands up as opposition to Donald Trump.
So there's a continued winning streak for Trump-backed candidates. If this is confirmed and extended, how do you see midterm elections in November being affected?
I think it's important to note that Harriet Hageman, who won this election, was backed by Donald Trump. She's never held political office before, so she's a newcomer, an untested politician. And she backed the former president's baseless claims that the 2020 election was stolen. So another candidate who's being put forward for the midterm elections in November who hold those ideals of Donald Trump. So even though Donald Trump won't be on the ballot in November, in just a few months' time, it's clear that his candidates will be, and his ideals will be running, making it even more of a referendum against President Biden. Liz Cheney, though, I don't think it's the last that we've heard of her. She's already mentioned in the last few hours that she is considering a potential run in 2024 as president. Even if that doesn't happen, there is a very good chance that she is looking further down the road to a time when Donald Trump no longer has this grip on the Republican Party, to a time when she may be able to stage some sort of Republican political comeback. But so far, she has elevated herself very much front and centre as the anti-Trump voice within the party. She will continue to do that. She's sacrificed her seat by doing so, but she felt that she had to uphold her principles and make it clear that she feels Donald Trump is not fit to run the country again.
Thanks for joining us. Nick Harper speaking to us there from Washington, D.C.